Hey, folks, Quilly here, and welcome to another episode of Let's Play Victoria 3 as China. We are on the Sphere of Influence expansion here, and very excited to see what we can do with this nation that is full of so many people. We got our construction queue doing normal early game construction queue things, and our big goal is going to be to try to convert as many of our peasants working in subsistence farms to people working in well-paying industry. Well, there's a professional army that's locked in, which is going to help shift some of this balance of power over here, which is good. I might want to bolster the armed forces because they're maybe in a better position to replace some of these guys. I'm still doing the literati, right? Yeah. And I would really like to do the industrialists, but they are totally marginalized right now until we develop other industry. Workforce ratio is annoyingly not what we're looking for in this country. We actually don't want more available workers. Although, okay, there's a movement for propertied women. And of course, it is the right thing to do. Oppose. Consider it. Especially as this builds up. Japanese shogunate, back down diplomatic play against France. Okay. Tooling workshops, right. We're getting our government administrations to deal with this bureaucratic hole that we've got going on. Plenty of gold. Our northern provinces, I think, mostly have it. Okay, atmospheric engine is great. I mean, the thing is, I don't know if we'll be able to build railways, like, immediately by beeline toward it. Steel tools, sulfite pulping, slaughterhouse. That smart process is spreading to us automatically, which is great, because we're going to want that for steel. Okay, let's start our mechanical tools. These two are very much going to be linked to get our steel industry going on. Gold rush, spread the road. The migration doesn't really matter here because it's just going to migrate through mostly internal provinces. I guess maybe our vassals, but mostly I think a lot of our population is going to be migrating away from our vassals. What I want here is all of our mines are going to go to atmospheric pump immediately. Although, ooh, that's going to create a coal deficit. Yeah, hold on. My bad. Come back to picks and shovels. Yeah, okay. So what we're going to want to do, in fact, is get our coal mines, which I had added to the queue and then took out. I'm going to put them in Shaanxi again because I'm going to do I'm going to set up our steel industry there. I just realized, is this mountainous? No. Okay. Had a little bit of a mountain graphic, but no, we're good. And we are doing the road maintenance for the construction efficiency. Great. So yeah, I want to try to build as much over here as possible. Atmospheric engine. Oh, the adoption for this kicked in right away. The water tube boiler is really not important. This is the thing that reduces the amount of workers. These green technologies, we don't really want. Oh, the condensing pump is good, though. Yeah, the water tube boiler doesn't matter, but the condensing engine pump does. Okay, you know what? I will go towards that tech side of it. That's going to be okay. We do need to get a few universities up sooner as well. It'll also help with qualifications, which is nice. If I'm going to do it, I'm probably going to want to do it in Shaanxi itself, because I think that's where we're going to want some of them. Universities. Let me queue up like 5 of them. That's probably going to put us at, like, / over the innovation cap. Again, being over is not the end of the world. Just getting a little bit less bang for your buck. I think we will need more government administration. We still have only the initial mode for those, right? Oh, no, we do have the filing cabinets, but everything is set to it. Universities, we're going to go secular. Yeah. I mean, don't get me wrong. The religious peeps could be useful here because we could push for religious schools. Yeah, we don't have total separation. Oh, we do have serfdom, so we can't do religious schools. Serfdom is such a huge problem for us. It's a massive problem. Can't get the literati in our government, can we? No. All right. Yeah, getting rid of serfdom and traditionalism is our first major hurdle here as China. Well, no, sorry. The first major hurdle was getting rid of the opium addiction problem. We've done that. That's great. The second one is the serfdom traditionalism thing, which is going to hold us back so much for such a long time. All right, running a small deficit while it's alternating. Mostly, it might go away, this deficit, if we did fix the iron problem, which, now that we have coal, what I'm going to do is, and I'll do it slowly. Oh, first of all the coal mines are going to go atmospheric pump because they'll just consume their own, which is okay. Yeah, here we're going to do this And, oh, now that coal exists, I want to track this in here. You are complaining about a shortage. But that doesn't seem right. Is the shortage somewhere specific? Because you're in Shaanxi. Oh, hold on. I needed to flip the iron mines in Shaanxi specifically over here so that you're using local coal to do it. Okay, you do end up with a shortage. Oh, the coal mines need to hire people as well, but they should do that because they should be hugely profitable right now. Oh, that's quite nice. So we have a political lobby here that is pro-Russia, which is good for us because we want to be friends with Russia early on, because what we want is we want a defensive pact with them. Actually, am I not improving relations with Russia? I really should be. Did we, oh, now we're down to port? No, this is terrible. Did we lose, an interest over here? Didn't I start improving relations with Russia right at the start of the game? Oh, that's really bad because we really need a defensive pact with them. Establish university. Well, we've got some in the queue. There it is. So that'll do. It just needs to have at least 2 and have some workforce, which I did overbuild. Hopefully they're still hiring. They're still hiring, so that should complete. And otherwise, more coal, please. Sort by earnings. Okay, mostly put them in Shaanxi. And then, you know what? You're still profitable up there. Great. Let's get our 20. And slightly positive on the money. Okay. There we go. University complete. Higher learning. We can get our throughput. Political strength of academics might be really good. Progress towards empiricism. I think there was a patch note. Something with empiricism as well affects some of our faction stuff in a very powerful way. I like the political strength of academics. Although for 5 years, I don't know how much of a difference it's going to make. Let's take the tech boost towards empiricism, because I think it's going to do some decent things for us. Got a shortage of small arms. I'm not concerned about that currently. We got other things we're looking at. Up over 100 construction capacity already, which is very nice. We clearly need a little bit more government administration, though. So tell you what we're going to do. Let's get you guys up to 10 each, because it'll feel good to have the round number. It's going to be after all these coal mines, which I think is still correct. Also, clearly more iron. Although, we will get more iron, because we're going to be flipping more of these places over to the atmospheric engine as we get this coal in here. But we clearly need more. It's very expensive on the whole market. And we'll probably end up spreading the coal mines a little bit more, because presumably we'll have some iron mines and things in a few different areas. Not have everything in one province forever and ever. But for now, it's okay. I suspect there's really no coal to import. Romanticism doesn't do much for us, I don't think. I don't think there's going to be anything terribly exciting going on anywhere in the world right now. I'll have to remember to take a peek from time to time, just to see what's going on. Military goods, expensive, generally speaking. That's okay. I mean, I could go and get us, like, a single artillery foundry, but yeah, it's not going to be productive. Here, we should just import, like, any token amount. The productivity doesn't matter because there's not a lot of goods going on. We'll see if we can give you a little friendlier with Russia. The small arms, minus 50... I don't know, I might queue up one arms industry. Sure, let's put it there. I know it's saying that it doesn't have the qualifications. A lot of times that's not true. And then was it Man of Wars? Short by 13. I'll tell you what, we'll build a military shipyard as well. And that's really not predicted to be profitable. But maybe you'll do a little piece of it, and that'll have to be okay. All right, coal. Minus 200 in the market. That's still coming in here. Yeah, no, a lot of the game is going to be spent over here, but we should crush it. Yeah, iron's still pricey. I don't want to switch more of our iron mining currently, though. Last of these coal mines coming in. Because, yeah, we don't need to build more iron mines quite yet. The big thing will just be this mode change. These atmospheric pumps. And before we do it, Coal's getting very expensive as well. Or, yeah, sorry. Iron tools is what I meant to say is getting expensive as well. And these are all linked together. Bessemer process, that's for our steel mills, which we don't have any yet. Our population does consume some amount of coal, presumably to heat their houses. Oh, again, hang on. Before I build the iron, we're going to want to do all our mode changes. If nothing else, it's going to affect the balance of productivity. Discrimination rights, Sunni people. I think we'll take option 1. I don't think there's that many Sunni in here. They're gonna leave the associate. The thing is, I think I want them to be in here because theoretically I'm gonna stay friends with them. Yeah, why change what works? Remain in the Qing Russian Association. Now, at some point in the later game, I'm gonna want to get rid of that because Russia's probably gonna be how we want to win against a major power for recognition stuff. But none of that's gonna matter until all of our other metrics get better. We haven't started going Super Saiyan on our GDP graph yet, which is a shame. Mechanical tools. We could go straight to railways, but I don't think we're going to be able to build it right away. I'm going to make a sidestep towards intensive agriculture so that we can boost our farms' different modes first. A few little sidesteps over here, which hopefully will be profitable. I guess they weren't really. We can decrease the autonomy of Korea, so we're going to do that. Bring them from a tributary to a full puppet. I don't know if it matters. But hey, our color matches. That makes it better. So ultimately, that's what I'm going to choose to do. Okay. Let's convert some more of these. That way. You think you wouldn't be profitable, huh? Why is this not available at all? Oh, it's not in my own provinces, I think. Okay, tell you what, let's do this. Heibai would lose productivity. Deal with it. There you go. Iron dipping down quite quickly, but that's okay. And now that we've done the mode changes, and more coal is going to be required in different places, that's mostly going to be Beijing. I think you can do a lot here. Seek Empire Defensive Pact. I'm going to say no to that one because you might get declared on by someone dangerous to me, and I don't think you can help that much. Yeah, remove ban and opium. We're not going to do that yet. We've got goods bonuses from that, so we're good. And agrarianism. Hold on. Yes. That gets us out of traditionalism, which is real bad. I mean, ultimately, we want to go up to laissez-faire over here, which people always are like, why do you pronounce it that way? I don't know. Because I'm Northern Ontario French, and that's how we say it. Odds aren't great here. At the same time, it's not going to radicalize anyone, which is fantastic. No, that would be a huge leap forward. I'm sorry, it's a huge step forward, a huge advance for a nation. There you go. We got to find different ways to word things sometimes. Yeah, that theoretically would be quite helpful. Publicize accounts of discrimination against Confucian people in Great Britain. Yeah, Great Britain sucks. Anti-country, anti-Great Britain. Yep, there we go. Done. Against the odds. Yeah, we're going to keep being jerks that way for now. Agrarianism political movement support is going to be great. There we go. Yeah. Just 23%. We don't even have, I think, an actual faction that supports it. The rural folk and industrialists and trade unions all would, but none of them are in government, so. And we get an endorsement. Hello, 33% on agrarianism. That's massive. Yeah, I don't care about my army org. I do care that we have positive income. And you know what that means? That means Shaanxi, which has no infrastructure. That's part of the reason I think we're having some issues with some of our coal spread up. Okay, I mean, and we know, obviously, we're going to need a railway pretty soon. That will be the next tech. Maybe I should work on it now. I don't know. All right, fine. Let's do it. We need to get steel. We need a motor industry all set up. Okay, increased chance. I mean, we have an advance, but this increased chance is going to follow us throughout the entire process. So that's looking really good. So Shaanxi, if I recall correctly, unless I'm wrong, and I'm never wrong, motor industry will consume 30 steel per level. The steel mill will produce 65 per level. That's not actually true. The steel mill, if we do here, will produce 90 per level, which means one steel mill equals 3 motor industries. So we're going to get them started, and they'll be ready for the railroad. Most likely, both of those, once the railroad kicks in, I'm not gonna subsidize it right now, but once we start building the railroad, we might subsidize those for a little bit just to make sure we start to get a flow of steel for the motor industry, motors for the railway, and then we can cancel those. And then the thing what we're going to wrestle with the entire game is individual subsidies of railroad systems in different places. So this is the better success chance, which is quite nice. Zhang is the rule folk and then more interest group. That is kind of interesting politically. Let's do it. Rural folk at some point aren't going to be all that helpful, but for a while they are going to be really quite good. I don't suppose I can bring them into government right now, can I? No. Okay. That's fine. Okay, we're running a deficit right now, which is okay. Again, I don't want to pay interest if I can avoid it. 1, 2. It can be spread out, that's fine. That'll eliminate that, although just barely. Discord with the scholars officials. Oh, yeah. We could do this and pull even more people away from the scholars officials. You know what? Let's do it. I would have liked a higher percentage chance, but it's already pretty high. I'm getting a little annoyed that we're not progressing forward, but we are stacking a lot of positive multipliers or modifiers, so at least mostly we're going to be making some good progress. Okay. Building modes. Let's check these out. Livestock could go all the way here, which is going to consume more tools. Clearly going to want to create more tools soon. And there might still be a problem with just access for these things. Okay, that's profitable and be good. This is profitable, even though it'll cause a shortage of tools. Tooling workshop, we can't go to steel yet. That won't be profitable, mostly because we don't have lead mines. Sulfite pulping is actually going to be quite nice. Actually, paper cost isn't too bad right now, which is somewhat surprising. Looks like we're going to need another government administration to remove that debt, or that deficit. And yeah, we can keep building all these goods and still have these be really profitable. And yeah, I think Shaanxi is going to be our first place to get some railroads so it can get its goods out. Agrarianism, there we go, over to adoption. That's going to be huge. We still need to get rid of serfdom. Yes. Need to get rid of serfdom afterwards. But getting rid of traditionalism this early? I think that's quite good. And that's not even an agitator. Right? No, we have no agitators. Show available. Okay, it's going to be difficult because of our religion and multiculturalism laws, or lack thereof. Okay, empiricism, go. Agrarianism is now kicked in. We're going to get more private construction for certain things. No, I think that's going to be massive for us. And did that unlock anything new or exciting? No. And this is regressive to state religion, which, I mean, if we get a strong movement for it, we might just give in and do it. But yeah, all right. Railway, we're halfway there. I'm sorry, what happened to our bureaucracy? Oh. Okay, well, let's build more government offices. Sure. So sort by upkeep, but we're interested in places with the negative tax stuff. So like Western Hubei. I mean, I guess I'll build one there. Okay, we'll let those complete and see where we're at there. I think I'm still going to need to build more. The O-City Plenty is interesting. Let's just do it that way. The fickle crowd. Trade unions leave the anti-Japanese league. Okay, that's fine. They can leave. Or profiteering. But yeah, this is always weird to me. I don't know why the industrialist gets mad if I permit unrestricted weapons production. The industrials are currently marginalized, so they don't matter, so we're just going to do that. I mean, our arms industry doesn't really matter either. Are we actually sitting positive there, or is this a... No, we actually are sitting on that much positive money. Wow. That's despite the fact that we've got 20% tax waste going on right now. What the heck? I don't know why that's the case, but we'll take it. Oh yeah, we're still not at our invention cap. We did build some universities, but I guess we do need to build some more. All right. Yeah, we got some in Shaanxi. Let's... I might build some more here. But let's get some everywhere that's got the most number of people. Just because, again, I'm not wrong, right? I'm not crazy. It does help with... Hello, homesteading! Yeah, you can go... Yeah, that's good. Do the movement for homesteading. I think it does help with the number of qualifications. Homesteading... No, not here. Is a replacement for serfdom. Now, this will really upset the scholar officials. When we're in a position to start pushing this... It's still going to be tricky, but maybe... No. We can pass one of the police laws, which the scholar officials will love, and will give us a bigger buffer to make sure that they don't start a civil war, because it would be bad. There's a movement for the... Presidential Republic. Which is, again, almost enough to send the scholar officials over the thing. I'm not sure this is strong enough for us to decide to make this push, but that would be something else that helps break the landowner grasp. Watch us not need to do... Well, corn laws, again, could still help with laissez-faire and free trade. Or at least free trade. Maybe both. I don't know. Wow, our political situation here is quite interesting in China. Again, we're spending a lot of time just viewing that construction tree, or the construction page, and like, to be honest, that's usually how I spend most of my Victoria 3 games. I think it's just going to be more here because we've got some little neighbors we could be bossing around, even with our very primitive army right now. But what would it give us, really? Yeah, bigger name. Obviously, that part is cool. And maybe we'll end up seeing if we can pull our vassals. The gamble. You know what? What are you? Scholar officials? Here, lose some popularity. That is actually going to be quite nice. I guess one of the things I can be doing right now with my military is, can I recruit some general literati? As I say, just of other factions. Let's get a couple of generals in each one. Because then what I can do is just give some promotions. Armed forces. And more armed forces. I'm not even looking at their traits necessarily, but just where they stand over here. An agitator for state religion. I don't want state religion. I'm going to exile you. I guess I can't. Because you're scholar officials and part of the government. Okay. And that I can't get rid of for a while. Okay, we are making so much money. We're on the iron frame buildings. Yeah, no, let's do it here. Shaanxi's capped out. And yeah, job seekers, Jiangxi's got the most. I'm going to go nuts and build to their max. And that was alt-click, so it's going to be the top. This builds very quickly. But yeah, we're making money hand over fist, and we're still on low taxes here. We got some consumption taxes, and we're not paying our military. Although the military wages wouldn't be that much in the midline anyway. Actually, our income keeps rising. Cool. All right. We'll probably end up building more construction sectors. We're going to have a lot here. The faster we build, the more our economy grows. So again, if we can handle just a slight deficit. Okay, there's railways. And I think we've got the engine production in place. So the water tube boiler, we don't actually want the water tubes. They're crap. But the condensing engine pump is nice for our mines. It hires more people, which we're not opposed to, and just generates more goods per. We've already got partial research towards it. I mean, we've also got partial research. We started intensive agriculture, but I'm going to do the water tube boiler because I think that's going to do the best things for us. And so, yeah, in Shaanxi over here, which has a infrastructure deficit of about 70, we're going to want to build some railways over here. And we want it for the infrastructure. So 1, 2, 3, 4, that'll be 80. It can also produce some transportation, which is pricey right now. We could flip this here, but the thing is, in a lot of these places, if I go and flip this, I don't know if that's going to be good or bad for the profitability of the railways. because I'm mostly going to want the railways to produce infrastructure. And if they're not making any money because we're overproducing passenger stuff, since we're not going to be using, we're not going to be activating rail transport on any of our buildings, because all it does is save labor, which we don't care about. We did get up to line infantry here, which we could consider doing a big army upgrade. We'll probably have to respond by building some military buildings for that. Or do we? What? No. What is the actual difference? Oh, okay. Regular infantry doesn't even take any weapons. This would generate a need for huge amounts of small arms, which we could build an industry for. You want me to embargo Great Britain? Who's in the Anti-British Association? Just you guys? You know what? Screw it. Thing is, I wouldn't actually be all that opposed to it otherwise, but this is for state religion. I don't want state religion. You can become more radical, but stay weak. Okay, Russia, I really wanted to be friends with you, my dude. Not having a defensive pact with you is going to be bad. France, let's improve relations with you. I don't know. Anti-British Association. It's only these guys. Do we just start becoming friends with the British? We really... I might have to go to line infantry a little sooner. In my test games, I had no problem being good friends with Russia. Might just be a slightly different starting situation here. I could see about doing more trade with you. I mean, we're already doing some. These are the things we have deficits for. Is there a good way to, like, quickly look... I mean, I guess I could look at the Russian market and see what they have an excess of. Wood, but we're already pulling that in. Sugar, but that probably doesn't help. This doesn't help us either. Or what do you have a deficit of? Would you like... So export from Qing market. Oh. Okay. I was expecting another screen there. I mean, we could consider... Already have a trade route for that. We're probably importing it, actually. Shortage of steel. Is it... Oh! I never did go and... Let me subsidize both these for a little bit and get this kick-started. There's no way we're going to need these to be subsidized in the long run. But let's make sure people are getting hired to make steel. That steel will go into the motor industry. The motor industry stuff will go into railroad, which hasn't been built yet. But so right now they're building some products for no customers. That's okay. I just want it to be ready. There'll be a customer from the railway, and then it should be self-sustaining at that point. Iron, we did have all the iron flipped over, yes? Yeah. Oh, these gold mines can have the atmospheric engine pump, please. As tool workshops, we will want to switch over to steel, but not quite yet because we don't have enough steel production. So construction queue, doing that, doing the universities, and then more government, although I might need to take a little sidestep over here and build, oh, first of all, more gold mines. Build some more iron mines. Yeah, a little bit of public or private money is going into it. I mean, it's still profitable to here. Let's build tons. And yeah, Shaanxi is going to be one of the places that consumes it. And that might increase the infrastructure requirements in Shaanxi. But again, Shaanxi is going to be in a good position to take advantage of all this. Although, with that in mind, let me actually boost the railways up to the top here. Because we need to fix their infrastructure problem so that they can get their goods in and out of this province successfully. And we are getting some infrastructure boost with the road maintenance. We're anti-Russian League. Guess we're not going to be friends with Russia. Play for power. Rule folks, sure, get a little bit more influence. And we should take another look to see if there's anything we can change right now. I suspect the answer is still no. We haven't had any radical changes in government or anything. Yeah. Oh, we can bring in the petit bourgeoisie. That's interesting. What would you support? Ooh, you really want the state religion. So, no, that's not what we're looking for. Oh, yeah, we could pin branching out and steam engine time. This needs a motor industry level 3. We've got a level 1. This needs buildings with rail transportation activated. That's not going to happen. I'll leave it pinned so that I don't keep seeing that there's an extra journal entry. But we're not going to do that. I mean, I guess I could turn it on temporarily, but we're not going to have the railway in enough places to reach 20%. It's just not going to happen. And the railway transportation for our buildings just saves workers, which we don't care about because we have infinite workers. So yeah, we're not going to do branching out. Steam engine should be fine. Yeah, should totally be fine. So what's going to happen to complete it is we're just going to get this motor industry up to level 3. And yeah, it's going to be subsidized. It'll be profitable at some point because we're going to keep building railways. Certainly, there'll be a demand for it. Okay, condensing engine pump's going to be good for us. Let's finish the intensive agriculture because it will probably be profitable for some things. I feel like there's something else I was about to do, but okay, railway in Shaanxi. You, again, okay, you are subsidized by default, and that's going to be fine to start off with. And the big thing we just want you to do is infrastructure. If you turn a profit from the transportation, great. And yeah, we'll take a look at these modes. But the thing is, other than just people for their lifestyle, there's not going to be that much demand for transportation. Although that does remind me, I think if I go to our urban center, right, public trans would generate transportation, which I probably don't want because I think I need that to stay profitable for the railways. Gas streetlights weirdly produces less transportation and more services. Also consume 1 million coal, which we can't do right now. But we will enable that at some point. Go, go, go. That's done. Yeah, iron's fairly high, coal's fairly high. We're going to want to build all those things. These universities, there we go. We are now above the cap. Just barely. Yeah, whatever, stand down. Stand down in shame. Feel shame and go away. I'm really nervous about this Russia situation. Probably am going to have to go and boost ourselves up to line infantry soon. Do I want to shrink or grow the size of my army? I think the answer is no to that. At some point, of course, we'll also want to get some artillery, but I think that's going to be a while away here. Well, we're working towards cordial with France. Okay, crystal glass. I don't think we can switch to that mode for anything right now. Paper is getting a little pricey too, which isn't on my side tracker. First of all, any good import route for it? Answer to that, very no. So paper mills. Beijing definitely needs some infrastructure. Let's do... Oh, you don't actually have as many workers, although it's still some. You've got the qualifications. So we'll build a little bit in Yunnan. And then, yeah, what we're going to start doing is with these railways, sort by infrastructure. So you need... You know what? I'm going to alt-click it. 1, 2, so at the top of the list. And you guys don't have a huge deficiency for it yet. I'll just regular click. Alxa has, like, no workers, but we'll do it anyway. And yeah, for at least for a while, we're going to have to make... The railways are going to have to stay subsidized for the first bit here. But at some point, we turn off the subsidies and maybe turn on the auto expansion. Okay, iron, paper... Oh, no, I do have paper tracking. Never mind. Slight deficit. We still need more government buildings. I don't think I've got any in queue, actually. So let's do a little bit more. And yeah, sort of sort by upkeep. Just build 1. That'll get rid of... Actually, sorry. It's 10 tax capacity, so I actually could build more. You do that, and then a bunch there. One there, and a bunch there. Okay. And then we'll take it. Again, we're not going to eliminate all the actual tax capacity deficiency in these provinces. I don't think it's reasonable, and I don't think it's going to be that profitable, but keeping this eliminated is going to be very important. This waste is just awful. I might want to reorder things, but I don't know. Mass communications, more authority. I mean, one of the things I can do is add road maintenance in Beijing, because we are building there often enough. What are you positioning the government for? Local police force. So, okay. I'm going to say yes. We got 5 years to pass it. Passing it's going to be fairly easy. It'll make you guys super happy which will give us the ability to pass a law you're not as keen on. Oh, no one's supporting this change anymore. Because I want to do this at the last minute while we're able to switch over to something else. We need an agitator for homesteading. Actually, didn't we? State religion. I thought I saw one, but alright, maybe not. I wonder if I temporarily removed the Scholars Official from power. We ran on like no legitimacy, and then I kicked this guy out. And then brought them back in. Does that work? Intensive agriculture. Okay. I think... Ooh, nitroglycerin for my mines. Yeah, okay. And then after we might start on the military side. So intensive agriculture normally is a huge no-brainer for me. But we don't actually truly need necessarily more of the food production. It wouldn't be profitable here, partially because we don't have any fertilizer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to switch this ranch production over here, which is going to create more fertilizer. I'm also going to make sure you're running slaughterhouses over here, and we're just going to force that to happen. And then this would all of a sudden be profitable because of the fertilizer cost. We'll do that. We won't do the rice farms. There's too many of them right now. We'll have to make some actual fertilizer industry later. Oh, we have an actual shortage. I didn't realize we'd get that bad. Hey, what? Let's import some bullshit from France and then still build some. Strangely, no earnings. Oh, you're gonna need sulfur, which we don't have. Yeah, all right. Hey, what? Let me build some sulfur mines here. They won't be profitable really at the start, but we're gonna need those for explosives and different things like that. Especially, we're researching nitroglycerin, right? Yeah, which I think needs sulfur for the explosive plants. So we'll get that going. That's going to be okay. Maybe what I'll do for my farms here is I'll switch some of them. Yeah. Yeah. We'll do that. That'll center up the fertilizer price. Get rid of the problem. And I won't worry about doing anything else right now. Okay, I think now's the time to put in a cut, right? We've gone, oh yeah. Nice long video. Good stuff. Okay, I'm a little concerned. I did do like several test starts with China, and in all of them, I had no problem getting Russia to like be on my team and have a defensive pact, which I credited. What the heckin'? Oh. Great Britain versus Papal States. Oh, versus the United States. The United States have gone and occupied all this stuff. Okay, well, that's some drama. I don't know if there's anything else worth talking about right now, but wow. All right. Local police force. Yeah. Yeah, and I would love for this to be timed at the sweet spot for us to also make a push into something that the landowners would hate. So yeah, literati. Agrarianism is fine. I still want to go to laissez-faire ideally, but breaking serfdom would be the next thing. Literati, industrialists who are still marginalized. Can't bring them in. I suspect there's no good way to bring them in without like breaking everything. And we are bolstering you, yes? Yeah, we are. Okay, well, let's see what we can do going forward. Folks, thanks a lot for watching. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.